Yo, I've been running. Oh, look at this! Been running around the scenes like a madman, and I was about to say, look how cool it is, and then I just started smashing the whole room up. How we doing, everybody? I saw Carl join. Sam's joined. I'm totally, I'm totally trashing the shop. Ignore this bit. This is just the beginning. Oh, come on, frame. This is just a little bit of comedy for the start. How we doing all? Sasha's here. Loads of people joined that I didn't see because I was too busy cleaning up. Nina, good to see you. Let me move this back a little bit so I can I'm a bit more in the frame without smashing into this again. Sam's here. Hitesh is here. Great to see you, Hitesh. I'm hoping we're going to see some new faces tonight as well, since we've launched the thank you for sharing, Hitesh, since we've launched the Acts on This Facebook group today, which is pretty cool. If you are watching this on the replay and you're not part of the Facebook group yet, got a brand new Facebook group for Acts on This, the TV Actors Network. If you're an actor, you're going to want to be a part of it. Very positive, empowering group for actors. It's facebook.com/groups/Act on This TV. I couldn't remember it then, but there you go. Kat's here. Good evening. How are we doing, Miranda? Good to see you again. I've got no coffee tonight, guys, because I've had a coffee earlier on. I've got a glass of pond water again, just to swamp water, just to see me through. Watered it down with some orange cordial. Tastes all right. It's got plenty of green extracts in it. Supposed to be good for you. We'll wait and see. A couple of hearts came through for that. So we're going to give people laughing now. You laugh away, Sam. You laugh away, Sasha. That's fine. Better than booze, definitely, Carl. It absolutely is, without a doubt. So we'll leave people to join for a minute. How's everybody? Tell me how your weekend was. It's Monday night here right now. If you watch it on the replay, God knows what night it is, but let me know what you've been up to. I think you've probably been a bit sarcastic, Miranda, but it's nice. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's pretty. It's pretty good stuff. Definitely. So yeah, let me know how your weekend's been. We'll give people like a minute to join. And tonight, guys, we're going to be looking at relaxing weekend for Hitesh. We're looking at 5 quick ways to get out of a slump. I've been speaking to a couple of actors over the weekend who are like, I feel like I'm stagnating. I'm just like in a no man's land right now. Really quiet, thank God, says Sasha. Ruth's been working in Hinckley today. I don't even know where that is, Ruth. Amazing. Try apple, mint, celery and lime mix. Really good. Oh, I don't like celery, Hitesh, but I'd give it a go. Maybe the lime would make it a bit better. Full of stuff and constantly on the go. Awesome, awesome. So that's good, Sam. So yeah, I was talking to a couple of people actually, and also this near Coventry, Hinckley. All right, I remember that, Ruth. Talking to a couple of people over the weekend. Let me know if you feel like this as well sometimes, where you just feel that you're treading water and you just feel like kind of, you know, you're doing stuff but you're getting nowhere, and maybe the motivation and kind of like momentum, I guess, is kind of zapped out of you. So sometimes you just like, your alarm will go off in the morning and you're like, you know what, snooze, I'm rolling over because I feel like, you know, not really getting anywhere right now. Hate celery, Sam hates celery as well. So let me know if you feel like that sometimes. I definitely do, you know. It doesn't matter how evolved you get and how aware of this stuff you become. It doesn't matter how much you like celery. Okay, 3 cents forward, 2 cents back. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it feels like that, Nina, but it's normal. Okay, it's normal to feel like that, guys. You know, we know from all these scopes, we've heard of the word negativity bias, the phrase negativity bias. We all have it as human beings. We're kind of unfortunately pre-programmed to have it and to slide towards negativity because it protects us from things, and we want to run away from pain and towards pleasure. So by veering towards negativity, we feel that we can protect ourselves better. Kale, spinach, ginger, avocado, apple, and something green. We need to all get on this then, so you can make the best one. I've been feeling like that too. Has been feeling that. Are you plugged in? I am on airplane mode. I'm plugged in. I'm sorted, but no coffee, Kim. I've got my green pond juice. Don't really, I think you mean really. Don't reply like ginger. Don't really like ginger. That screen test for Safe House. Heard nothing, so feel like, oh, okay, yeah. So Safe House is the new ITV drama, I think, isn't it, Carl? God, there's so many going on at the moment. I'm pretty sure it is. But don't worry about that. You might have a, you know, you have a screen test. You don't hear something for weeks sometimes. I once went up for a role in, I think something, what was it? I think it was either Exile, or it might have been Jimmy McGovern's Accused, one of those two. Can't remember which one. I was playing a similar character in both. And I went for nearly 4 weeks, totally had written off that I hadn't got that role. Got a call from my agent, literally like 3.5, nearly 4 weeks later, boom. start filming next week. Well, it depends whether, you never know, mate. They might keep you in mind for another role further down the line. That's happened to me on many occasions as well. Not got the role I went for, started filming. This happened on Happy Valley, the new series of Happy Valley, which starts really soon. Didn't get the part I went for, weeks went by, just got a call with a straight offer out of the blue, will you do this part instead? If anything about castings, just do it then walk away, don't worry about it, absolutely. So yeah, so you never know, mate, you never know, but we do definitely sometimes feel that we have our momentum zapped out of us, and you know, it's difficult sometimes to get that going again. I've mentioned before when I've been running marathons and I've stopped near the end of the marathon, it's been impossible to get going again. Sometimes I haven't done it, I've ended up kind of walking and hopping to the finish line. We don't want that in our lives, so tonight we're going to be looking at slides of back. 5 quick ways, and these are dead simple ways as well, and you know, some of these are dead obvious. Selena, great to see you. You've just made it in time, Selena, before we start this. One day you're high, next not so much, but you go back, yeah, get yourself back to Bulletproof Actor, because that'll certainly send you into the stratosphere, Carl. Alright, Selena, so yeah, 5 quick ways to get out of that slump. So Selena, we were just saying, you know, sometimes no matter kind of what you're doing, how successful you are, what's going on, sometimes you just feel like you get a bit of a kick and then you feel like you may be stagnating, you're not moving forward as quickly as you'd like to, and sometimes it's hard to get that momentum going again. So just put together literally 5 things that always help me, and these aren't rocket science, guys, but these are things that, again, are scientifically proven though, alright? So never preaching stuff that's got no scientific basis, alright? First one, and I couldn't live without it, and I'm sure, you know, you guys feel the same way, but if I'm ever feeling down, or if I'm struggling during a run or any kind of exercise or anything like that, the thing that will always pick me up and get me back feeling strong is music, right? So important. So my biggest tip of the day, when you're feeling like you're in a bit of a slump, okay, put on some upbeat music, no matter where you are, whether you listen to it on your iPhone, when you're out and about with your headphones, you're in the gym, you need that kind of stuff. There's science behind this, guys, and let me tell you, right, music can dramatically alter your mood, right, because of the memories you associate with certain tunes, okay? So it can either build you up or destroy you, right? If you break up with someone, guarantee you'll probably just go through months of playing breakup tunes. Really bad for you, don't do that. Research also shows that energetic music ups your energy when you exercise. Now this has been true for me on so many occasions, and until today when I read about actually scientific proof behind it, I didn't really know why, but I knew it was true in my case, right? It's actually been scientifically proven that exercise is less exhausting when you're inspired by a musical soundtrack that mirrors the effort you're expending. So when I used to run, I used to have this like Eminem track. Remember that dum 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 dum, that track? And Eminem's in it. It's talking about, it says, if you had one shot, would you take it or would you let it go, or whatever he's saying. I can't remember what it is. You know, that song. I'm not a rapper at all. How does it go? About spaghetti on his sweater or something. He broke down the whole world. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember the lyrics to it. But lose yourself, that's exactly it. Yes, Kat, that's it. Love it when Ross raps, I ain't no rapper. But yeah, how does it go? That, oh God, there's vomit on his sweater already, mum's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. It's like that. And I used to listen to that, and the tempo of that dum dum was perfect for running to. It made a massive difference. Just make up the words, Sasha, exactly. So yeah, when the music you're listening to actually mirrors the effort that you're expending, then you know, exercise, whatever it is you're doing, is, you know, will feel way less exhausting, alright? So if you've been through a breakup or whatever's bad and you're in a bit of a rut because of that, then turn off the sad breakup love ballads, right, and start putting on some music that's going to get your blood pumping, alright? And what I want to do, I want to call on everybody in the Act on This community, in the Bulletproof Actor community, anyone on these scopes, right? Create some Spotify playlists and share them in our Facebook groups for people, right? My rapping is pretty hilarious, but yeah, share them in the Facebook groups. If you're not a member of the Facebook groups that we've got, guys, particularly if you're an actor, if you're not kind of all this stuff applies to you anyway, but get yourself to facebook.com/groups/ActOnThisTV or /groups/Bulletproof Actor. Join the Facebook group and yeah, post your Spotify playlist. It'd be awesome for people to share kind of their playlist of the music that gets them going, you know. So that's number one biggest tip is, you know, get yourself out of a slump, is put on some upbeat music. Literally, scientifically, it's been proven that particularly if you're doing anything strenuous, it will feel less exhausting when the music you're listening to reflects the struggle you're currently going through, all right? Number two, this is dead simple as well, but Tony Robbins said, he said that your motion, okay, reflects your emotion, okay? So you've got playlists. Oh, awesome, Ruth. So you've got playlists to share. So yeah, literally, you know, change the fastest way to change your mental state is to change your physical state, okay? So if you, for instance, right, I mean, if you just do it now whilst you're watching this, if you kind of slump your shoulders down and you kind of sit, you know, sit back into your chair, instantly you'll feel way, you know, kind of more lethargic, tired, depressed, you know, and your shoulders are slumped. If that's you and you know you're having a day like that, the quickest way to change your state is to change it physically, okay? So to change your emotional state, we've got to change our physical state very quickly. And to do that, it's so simple. You literally just need to stand up. Sasha's a Barbie girl, brilliant. Stand up and stretch, right? So try to reach the ceiling when you do this, guys, right? Get on your tiptoes, right? If you're brave and you don't live on, like, you know, you've got no one underneath you who will complain, jump up and down for 60 seconds on the spot, okay? Shake it out, rotate your neck, look up, okay? If you work for long periods of time as well, sat down at a desk, look at getting yourself a stand-up desk. I don't know if you've seen these, they're really big. When I went over to LA in America, in December in America, stand-up desks were really big over there, okay? This is going to increase your energy levels if you work standing up. It's going to lower your risk of obesity. Thus, you're going to have less chance of getting diabetes and cancer. So overall, if you work standing up, right, you're going to give yourself an overall lower long-term mortality risk. So your risk of death over that time you're working is reduced heavily if you actually move, stand up and stretch regularly. Anybody who's got an iWatch, yeah, don't wear this enough, but anyone's got an iWatch, when you're sat down for, I don't know if it's like an hour at a time or whatever, you even get like a little notification on this that goes, Ross, it's time to stand up, mate, you've been sat down for too long. It's really important, but to change your state physically, get up, you know, change your state emotionally, get up and change your state physically first. Disney, Sasha, I thought you'd love that. It's Mickey Mouse on the front of that. Every tap of the foot is a second. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah, I've got loads of Apple stuff. Don't use it enough, need to. So that's point two, right? Stand up and stretch. So point one, to get yourself out of a slump, music's massively important. Two, stand up and stretch, right? Get on your feet. Thirdly, I don't think you understand, I don't think a lot of people, and I certainly didn't, so I looked again at the science of this, the importance of breathing. All right, we all know that we need to breathe in order to stay alive, okay? That's absolutely the given. But breathe in now, okay? Just put your hand like on your abdomen when you're breathing. Just feel where you actually breathe into now. Is it your chest that rises, or do you feel your belly rise, your gut? Because 99% of human beings don't breathe where they're designed to breathe, okay? We're actually designed to breathe into our gut, into our stomachs. You get a much more, you know, stronger breath. You oxygenate your blood a lot better when you breathe in your belly. Now, unfortunately, like I'll show you in this slide here, we don't do this for vanity reasons these days, okay? So oxygenating the blood makes you more alert and awake, okay? Close your eyes and concentrate on breathing. Draw the air deep into your diaphragm or your gut. It's got to be going into your belly, guys, right? Deep abdominal breathing encourages full oxygen exchange, right? And that's the beneficial trade of incoming oxygen for outgoing carbon dioxide, okay? So this is the science behind it. Not surprisingly, that type of breathing can slow the heartbeat and lower or stabilize your blood pressure. Okay, so unfortunately, body image these days has a negative impact on respiration in our culture. So we all want a flat stomach, okay? It's considered attractive, so women and men tend to hold in their stomach muscles. This interferes with deep breathing and it gradually makes shallow chest breathing seem normal, which increases tension and anxiety. So if you're not breathing into your stomach, then you're actually raising your anxiety on a massive level. Okay, I went on a bit of a kind of like a yoga thing when I was in LA, and there's an awesome guy called Amrit there, and he was this Indian guy, total yoga kind of master, and he spent like the whole afternoon literally teaching people how to breathe. And you would think it's such a, you know, we all do it so often, but like hardly anyone at the start of that class, in like a group of like 35 guys, was breathing into their stomach. They were all breathing into our chest, because we all want to stand tall, chest out, stomach in, because we think it looks better. But actually, if you breathe into your stomach, if there's one thing, like literally you take from this scope tonight, it's that, you know, you will enhance your life so much by actually breathing properly, oxygenating your blood. You're going to feel so less stressed. You know, it really will improve your life if you breathe properly. 4. So we got 1, get music. If you're in a slump, 1, get your top music on. Music that's going to make you upbeat. 2, stand up, stretch. 3, take several deep breaths and get your breathing right. 4, okay, you've got to get your body in motion, guys. Okay, as we said before, you know, your emotion is determined by your motion. Okay, the more vigorous you can move, the better. So go for a run, a bike ride, or simply walk, preferably outdoors. This stimulates your blood flow, like we just said a minute ago, gets oxygen to your whole body. If you exercise long enough, your brain will release endorphins that elevate your mood. You need to do this for 19 minutes minimum, okay? That's all you need though. It's not a long time, is it, 19 minutes? Taking a break from the busyness of life to engage with nature, even for a few minutes, can bring big positive effects for our mental stamina and cognitive performance, okay? In one study I read about before, people performing memory and attention tests, they upped their scores by 20% after walking through, I can hardly pronounce this. How do you pronounce this word? It's an arboretum. It's like basically a tree-lined path, okay? But walking down a busy street by comparison offered no such benefit. So if you're getting outside and you're walking in cities and stuff like that, it's not going to give you as much impact if you can escape into a park for a little bit. So if you've got any greenery around you, get yourself out amongst that and amongst nature, as opposed to walking, you know, down the street in a suburban area or a city, if you can. If you can't do that, get yourself out just with some fresh air, okay? But motion is the key here. So it's going to be a brisk walk, a jog, a bike ride, go rollerblading, whatever you want. But for me, I can go out on a Sunday, I do a half marathon every Sunday, and I can go out on a Sunday, trees absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Exactly, Ruth. So I'll go out on a Sunday with a head full of worries sometimes, or concerns about, I've got to do this when I get back, got to do that, or I wonder how this is going to go, how that's going to go. After running for 13 miles, I just feel so much better, because I'm lucky to run kind of in a quite a rural area. Lots of nice things to look at. But I feel invincible afterwards. I just feel like I can take on the world. But it's, you know, the more vigorous you can make that motion, the better emotion you're going to feel. So that's point 4. And then the 5th one, the fifth thing to focus on to get you out of a slump quickly. And this is something, again, that we talk about on nearly every Periscope, guys, right? So I'm only reminding you this, but there's a guy called Michael Hyatt. If you know Michael Hyatt, he's a mentor of mine. He's a brilliant business mentor, great guy. I walk out my front door and straight into the countryside. That's awesome. That's awesome, Kim. If you're that lucky, that's brilliant. But Michael, he's a bit of a man of the book. He always quotes kind of proverbs or verses of the Bible and that kind of thing. And I read something that he wrote before, and this is just another spin on thinking and focusing on the positives that you've got in your life to enable you to get out of that slump and that rut, you know, where you focus on the negatives or maybe what's lacking in your life. And he said this, well, he didn't say this, he just quoted this. He said, this is from a proverb, 23:7. It says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." So whatever you're thinking about and you hold in your heart, that's what you're going to feel and become effectively. So think strong, positive thoughts. Affirm what you know to be true and give thanks for what you have rather than what you don't, okay? This is a really interesting way to look at it. Shift your internal narration to what you get to do rather than what you have to do. Okay, you don't have to do the things you do. You get to do them. Exactly. Selena says this is everything. It really is. You get to do them, right? Please remember that. So even if you're going to a job that you don't necessarily like right now, or you're in a bit of a rut and you're like, you know what, things need to change, then of course we want to raise our standards, we want to ask for more, and we want to get out of that. Language, exactly, Sam. We go on a lot about it in Bulletproof Actor. But internal dialogue and external dialogue, what you say, you know. You don't have to go at that job. Ultimately, no one's going to shoot you in the head if you don't go at that job, guys, right? So unless, you know, God, I don't know, unless you live in an area, maybe in Syria, under ISIS, that could happen, right? Thank God we are not in that kind of area, okay? You don't have to go and do that job. You actually do get to do that job. Life happens for you and not to you. All right, and the more you can focus on that, the quicker you're going to get yourself out of that slump, the more inspired you're going to feel, and you're going to, you know, you're going to get more shit done effectively. You know, as opposed to those days where you do just want to press snooze, roll over, you know, go back to sleep for an hour. Who's done that in the last week? Just be honest. Who's gone, right, I should get up now, but I'm going to have another hour in bed? Have you done that this week? Okay. Because if you have, and there's nothing, you know, there's nothing abnormal about that at all. Every damn day this week, says Kat. Well, just, you know, just think of what you're kind of depriving yourself of when you're doing that. Effectively, you do it every day of the week, Sam. That's 7 hours of time you could have spent investing in yourself, doing something that's going to better your life, or, you know, or just doing something that's not necessarily even, you know, that productive, but just enjoying yourself a bit more. Every day I can do it without a commitment. So what? Say that again, Sam. So what do you mean? Every day you can do it without a commitment? As in, how do you mean? Fortunately, yeah, Miranda says yeah. But it's normal. It's totally normal. And don't beat yourself up about it when you do it. That's another thing that most people do. Not only will they sleep in, but then when they get up, they'll hate themselves for it. And then they'll spend the day just completely berating themselves. Did it this morning, says Kim. So when you get up, if you do have a day like that, brush it off and just start again from fresh. When I don't have to be up for something, oh, okay, right, yeah. It's like when you're at school as a kid, you would get up, bang, on a weekend, you'd be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock. As soon as school comes on Monday morning, you just want to put the covers over and go back to bed. So I hope that's useful, guys, all right? So in reverse order, when you're feeling like shit and you're down and you're in a bit of a slump, okay? 5, focus on the positives, okay? Remember, life happens for you, not to you. And you get to do things, you don't have to do things. 4, get your body in motion, get out, and particularly amongst nature if you can. It's going to have a hugely positive impact on you. 3, breathing into your belly, so important. Don't chest breathe, don't hold your stomach in. It's not all about vanity. If you're doing it on your own, push your belly out, start breathing deeply into your stomach. You're going to oxygenate your blood, you're going to get that oxygen exchange, you're going to lower stress hormones, and you're going to, you know, increase relaxation effectively. 2, stand up and stretch. Make sure you're standing up, you're stretching. If you've got an opportunity to work at a stand-up desk, take it. Don't sit down. I'm going to look at getting one for this office because I spend way too much time sat down. I do get up and walk about, but not enough probably. And then point number 1 is here. Have this around you all the time because it's just awesome. Upbeat music. So I would love it if you created some Spotify playlists and you pasted them into the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ActOnThisTV or /Bulletproof Actor. So facebook.com/groups/Bulletproof Actor or ActOnThisTV. And that was, guys, 5 quick ways to get out of a slump. I hope you have found it useful, but that's just my opinion. They're just things that I do. You will probably have different things, okay? So if you've got any different things, maybe yours is drinking a glass of pond water like mine. You know, pipe up now. If you've got something that always gets you going, let me know now, you know, and share it with everybody that's on the scope, and people will thank you for it who are watching the replay as well, who can't be here right now. So it's all kind of separated this, hasn't it? It's all right though, you know, it's not that bad. It's supposed to energize you. Maybe having a green shake gets you going. Water and lemon. Yeah, meditation, Carl. Massive, isn't it? Meditation's great if you can take some time out. Get the Headspace app on your iPhone or your Android. You can do one of the SOS Headspace meditations. They're like 3 minutes, or even some of them are 60 seconds. They're just going to get you back. Singing. I love singing in the shower. I'm a big singer in the shower. My neighbours think I'm mental. Eating healthy alone gets me going. Control is great. Yeah, healthy eating is going to make you feel good. Working out is going to make you feel good. Like, so, you know, get your body in motion. Motion will help increase positive emotion. Shower, yeah, have a shower. Yeah, sometimes that's enough, isn't it? Because sometimes, you know, if you're having that day, those days, God, I used to have all the time. 8 or 9 years ago when I used to work in that shop and I hated my life, many a day I would get up late and then I probably wouldn't have a shower till 5 o'clock. That was just really, really negative, really bad headspace to be in. Also buying new shoes, but I don't think that counts. Yeah, I don't know if maybe retail therapy definitely helps. Strong coffee always helps me. You know, I'm a bit of a coffee freak. That really gets me going. Books are my number one. I cannot overstate the value of books, guys, honestly, for just the more knowledge you can take in. I mean, if I didn't read, I would never, you know, I do a scope 3 nights a week. I would never be able to pass anything on to you guys if I wasn't constantly taking stuff in by reading stuff. And it's so empowering. It's, you know, it's massively, massively empowering. And I told you that kind of analogy that one of my friends, Dougie in the States, he said, look, for every book I read, I feel like it's another one I can stand on. And the more you read, the kind of like the taller and taller and taller you get. You know, and the further up the ladder you know you get, purely off the you know, the fact that you're just being able to stand on more and more books that you've read. True crime books. Yeah. Well, I think you've got to read for pleasure as well, Kat. You can't just read for you know for education, although you must. I think it's one of the only ways that you grow. But that's awesome. No, definitely. Well, there's a lot being shared there. I'm going to be back on Wednesday night, guys. No idea what we're going to be talking about, as usual. If you've not subscribed, then if you're on iPhone, I think you swipe left to right. Android is up to down, bottom to top. Shoes are taking over, and yeah, and subscribe. So for those who are new, I noticed there's a lot of people who joined who probably new. I scope Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 10 PM UK time. Monday and Wednesday we do something called Motivation and Mind Hacks, which are these kind of scopes where we're just talking about little mind hacks that are very simple to introduce that can help you get further in your life faster. And then on a Friday we do book club. So we're going to be looking at another chapter of Brendan Burchard's book, The Charge, on Friday. I uploaded the replay of last Friday's, the first look at this, and unfortunately, Periscope decided it wasn't going to record 15 minutes, so it was a 45-minute scope and only 30 minutes of it ended up on the replay. But go and check it out because it's still pretty good. So we're going to be looking at this on Friday. We're going to look at another chapter of Brendan's book. But yeah, if you've not been on a scope before, subscribe. Join in the next scopes. Be a part of this. Planking on a balance ball for the first time this week. You know what? Balance ball stuff in the gym is really hard. Love the mind hacks. Awesome, Tracy. I'm very glad you do. Thank you for showing up. So you can't get the replay of book club on Periscope, but you can get it on actonthis.tv. Sam, I uploaded it today. So go to actonthis.tv, click on Periscope in the menu, and you can watch, I think, 65 replays that we've done from the scope so far. So check it out. Literally everything that we scoped about is available and on YouTube, so you can subscribe on there and you'll be alerted every time we upload a new one. But I always upload the replay to YouTube, so this replay of this scope that we've gone over tonight will be available tomorrow. And hello to everybody on the replay who's watching. So I'm going to call it a night, guys, but thank you so much. I'm going to go and drink the rest of my pond water. Honestly, Carl was laughing so much. What are you planking? It's hard. Honestly, doing anything on a balance ball, if that's what you're talking about, is really difficult. It makes it 10 times harder in the gym when you're doing stuff like that. But awesome. I hope it's been useful. Been a little stressed tonight. This is defo calm me down. Good, Sasha. Excellent, Kim. It's a good little group we've got. It's awesome. It's a mastermind, and that's what we're creating. And I'm really happy that the Act on This Facebook group that launched today seems to be very, very positive and full of nice, enlightened people. That's how we want to keep it. And thank you to everyone I've made an admin. Please help out, there, and I'll always be recruiting more as the group grows. So hopefully everyone can come and help out and help me grow the group. And it's not my group; it's your group. Literally, I just created it. You guys make it what it is. Thank you, Miranda. Well, thanks for showing up. I'm glad that's been really useful. Pleasure, Kat. And great scene, Kat. You sent me a scene from your show here before. Seriously, cut it down, get it out. It's really, really good. It's a really great natural scene. You need to be working. Awesome. Rock and roll. Missed your comment then, Sam, I think, but I think it was just all good. So great. So yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it once again. And I'll be back on Wednesday, 10 PM. be here or be somewhere nowhere near as good for you. I hope you're feeling better too, Kim. You've not been feeling well, Kim. You've been feeling ill. Hopefully you're feeling better. Just added some more people to the Facebook group. Awesome. Yeah, keep adding them. And the only thing we need to watch out in the Facebook group is that we don't get people coming on try to sell us all loads of stuff, because you get that in the acting industry. You'll get headshot photographers on and showreel people and all these kind of people selling workshops and that kind of stuff. It's not a group for that. There's a notice board and acts on this that people can you know, put an advert on. We want to just keep it a group where we're all looking out for each other, helping each other and posting information that's useful in progressing our careers, not just have loads of stuff thrown at us and spammed. So if you see any of that, let me know and we'll delete it. We'll get rid of it straight away. Right, I'm off, but have a fantastic evening, guys. Enjoy tomorrow, and I will be back on Wednesday night, 10 PM. You better be here. Bye for now.